Alright guys, my name is Shervin. Welcome to my channel. Amex just came out with an incredible offer where they are giving a ton more for the sign-up bonus of some of their cards, but only for a limited time. It's only for the summer until August 18th, 2025. And they just came out with this just a day or two ago, so I thought I'll just hop on and quickly make a video so we can take a look at all the offers. So if you are interested in getting one of the Amex cards, you know exactly what to look out for because some of these offers are actually amazing. And if you've been kind of on the fence of should I get one of these cards or not, now's the time to get it. If you ever want to get it, now's the time to get it. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of these. We obviously have the Platinum card. This is the card that I have. I love the card, but of course it's not for everyone. We're going to go into exactly what it is, who it is for, and what the new bonuses are. We have the Amex Aeroplan Reserve card. This is a card that I'm not the biggest fan of, but there are some people that love this card as well. There's the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card. This card has some very good features, but again, it's not for everyone. We're going to discuss all this in detail. We have the Amex Gold Rewards card. This is, again, another card that I'm not super hot on, but I've heard from a lot of people that are very interested in. I've seen a lot of comments on my videos that talk about why they like the card a lot. And I definitely understand some of the points they're making, so we'll discuss that as well. We have the Business Platinum card from the American Express. So this is the business card that I used to have before I got the personal platinum card. So once I got the personal platinum card, it didn't make sense to keep paying the fee for two different platinum cards. You know what I mean? Because they kind of give you some very similar offerings. So that's why I stopped having this card. But I used to have this card as well. I still have the physical card. We have the Amex Aeroplan Business Reserve card. Another good business card that I don't love. I do prefer the Business Platinum and even the Business Gold over this card. But again, I know some people like this card as well, and we'll discuss who exactly can use a card like that. We have the Business Gold Rewards card. Not great. I prefer the personal gold. I'm just giving you a preview here, by the way. We're going to go deep into all of these. I do prefer the personal gold over this one. This one is not quite my speed, but again, we'll discuss exactly in detail. And we have the Marriott Bonvoy business card, which again, for specific people, it's very good. But what are these offers? Let's start with the Platinum card. We have a total package of 180,000 points that you can get just as the sign-up bonus. This is crazy. So 180,000 points, just to put it into perspective for you. Each Amex point, if you redeem it at a much lower redemption rate than you can actually get, which is towards statement credits. You know, usually with Amex points, you want to redeem them towards travel because that's how you get the most amount of value. But even if you redeem it towards just a statement credit, which is much lower than what you get with travel, then it's going to be 1 cent per point. Even then, 180,000 points, that's $1,800 just as a sign-up bonus for getting the card. Now, the fee for the card is $800 a year, but $1,800, that's more than 2 years of the fees that you're paying. Not to mention that the card itself gets you $200 annual travel credit, another $200 in dining credit. So when you deduct those, really you're only paying $400 when all said and done. So really that's like over more than 4 years of the fee that you're paying in that sense, if you assume that you're getting that credit back anyways every year. So this is incredible stuff, and usually this is much lower. I believe it's usually somewhere around 100,000 points for the sign-up. I might be slightly off on that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's somewhere around that range. But right now, until August 18th, you're getting this special bonus where you're getting 150,000 points in the first year and an additional 30,000 points in the second year, which is just incredible stuff. For those of you who don't know what the card gets you, it doesn't get you a ton of points. It gets only 2 points on dining and food and travel. 1 additional point if you do the travel from Amex, and also 1 point on everything else. Not a ton of points, but the great thing about the Platinum card is that it probably has the most extensive airport lounge collection out of any card out there. It gets you a ton of incredible travel features, a lot of incredible travel coverages, and again, the credits that we just discussed with the travel credit and the dining credit. So in total, this card is not for everyone. It's definitely for people who travel a lot. You need to be traveling probably like 2 or 3 times a year at least in order to get a ton of value from this card. But if you do, it's a great card for you, right? If you don't, then you just know it's not a card for you, at least not yet. But what do you get with the new sign-up bonus? You get 100,000 points if you spend 10,000 in the first 3 months of owning the card. Now, that is incredible. That's a lot of points. And again, remember, that's just what you get for the sign-up bonus. That's not even including the points that you get when you're spending that $10,000. 10,000 in 3 months is quite a bit, but if you are picking up the Platinum Card, again, that means you're probably traveling 2-3 times a year. You're probably spending some money to be able to, or you're making enough money that you're able to afford $800 a year annual fee. So I don't think this should be an issue. Like, you could even, if you need help reaching that amount, you could start planning out your travel far ahead. Like, let's say booking your travel 6 months in advance, a year in advance. And again, this is money that you're going to be spending anyways, right? Like, if you're going to go on that trip anyways, you're going to have to book it at some point. You might as well do it right now and get all these amazing points. You also get an additional 50,000 points if you spend a total of $50,000 in your first year of owning the card. Now, that is quite a bit, but again, you know who you are. If you are the type of person that spends that much every year anyways, whether it's through travel bookings or just personal lifestyle spending, then again, you just put that spending on the card and you should be able to get it. If that's not the person that you are, and I don't know if I definitely don't spend that much. I can actually tell you that right now, at least not for stuff that I can put on a card. Then, you know, it's just... forget about that 50,000. Even if you put that aside, that's still 100,000 points that you get in the first 3 months, and another additional 30,000 points you get in the second year. And again, in order to get the 30,000 points over here, you just need to make one purchase between the 15th and 17th month of owning the card. Basically, be active with the card in the second year of owning it, and you get 30,000 points. So those two together alone, even if you put aside the 50,000, which is a little bit more difficult to get for sure. I don't spend that kind of money. I know most people don't spend that kind of money on their credit cards, even in a year. Then guess what? It's still 130,000 points that you get for owning the card, which is incredible. It's incredible. And if you do have the 50,000 additional, you get 180,000, which is amazing stuff just for the sign-up bonus. Again, remember, this is only until August, I believe, August 18th, and then after that it reverts back to what it was before. Again, I think it was around 100,000. I might be slightly off on that. That's what I just remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it's incredible value right now. Next up, we have the American Express Aeroplan Reserve Card. This one is getting you up to 100,000 points this year, and then again, up to 30,000 second year if you just have it active within the 15th and 17th months of owning the card and using it. But what does it get you in the first year? The first year, you can get 60,000 points if you spend $7,500 on the card. So it's a little bit less than the Platinum Card, a little bit more manageable, a little bit more easier to attain. And then again, additional 40,000 points if you spend $45,000 in the first year of owning the card. Again, that's quite a bit, the second part. But even if you can't quite get that one, it's still 60 plus 30,000. That's still 90,000 points that you can get as a sign-up bonus. Now, this card is a little bit cheaper than the Platinum Card. It only costs $600. I'm not the biggest fan of this card. I do think when you compare it with the Platinum Card, especially or even given the fact that the Platinum Card is $200 more expensive, the Platinum Card is just a better card because you get the $200 annual travel credit, you get the $200 annual dining credit, and you get so much more with the airport lounge access. This card gets you Maple Leaf airport lounge access and a little bit more. But with the Platinum Card, you get all the Amex Centurion lounges. You get so many of the other top of the line lounges. This is stuff like the Delta lounges, some of the United lounges. In some areas, you might be able to get into some of the Chase lounges, even though that's like once a year that you're allowed to do that with those particular lounges. But you get so many options, right? And pretty much any airport you go to, with very little exception, there's going to be at least the one lounge that's covered in that airport. And that's the amazing benefit of the Platinum Card. But with the Aeroplan Reserve Card, it's not quite to the same level. But what do you get with the Aeroplan Reserve Card? You definitely get better points. You get 3 Aeroplan points on Air Canada. You get 2 Aeroplan points on dining and food, and you get 1.25 on everything else. So where this card gets you more points is on the everything else part, which, I mean, that's a big category. That's not everything else. It is 25% higher than the Platinum Card. On dining and food, it's the same, but on Air Canada here, it's 3. But to be fair, with the Platinum Card, if you spend money on getting travel from Amex Travel, it's also 3 points per dollar spent because it's 2 plus 1. So in that sense, It's very similar, but it does get you a little bit more on everything else. And just to keep in mind, Aeroplan points are very similar to Amex points. In fact, you can transfer your Amex points to Aeroplan as well. But the thing about Aeroplan points is that you kind of have to spend it on the Aeroplan program, whereas with the Amex points, you can really transition that to either Aeroplan or Flying Blue Miles, which is the best option if you want to go to Europe or somewhere along those lines. And you have a lot more freedom, and you can spend it here and there. You can transition to different partners. In fact, you can even transition it to some of the hotel partners that Amex has. For example, if you want to have certain amount of Marriott points that you need in order to book a Marriott hotel for a specific time, what you could do is you could transition your Amex points into Marriott points as well, right? You have a lot more flexibility. Whereas with Aeroplan points, you kind of just have to stick within the Aeroplan program for the most part. Now, there are some benefits here. For example, you get a 4th night free for every 3 hotel nights redeemed with Aeroplan points. So if you use your Aeroplan points to book hotels, you do get a little bit of a bonus there. That's pretty nice. And there's also a number of Air Canada benefits, such as getting free checked bags and stuff like that, and also priority airport checking in. And another benefit that one of the commenters pointed out was that when you get flights with your Aeroplan points, if you have this card, the benefit is that you still get all the same insurances that you would have got if you had bought that specific flight. The thing about using using Amex points, I should say, from the Platinum card or from the Cobalt card, and then transitioning that to Flying Blue Miles, is that you don't get the same coverage because you didn't buy it with your card. You redeemed points. Whereas here, if you have the card and you use the points to get an Aeroplan flight, from what I'm hearing, you still get all the same coverages as well. So that's a little bit of an extra benefit that an Aeroplan card gets you. But for the most part, I'm not the biggest fan of this card. I do prefer the Aeroplan, or I should say I do prefer the Platinum card a little bit. But it's definitely not the worst option in the world at all at that price range. Next up, we have the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card. This one gets you Marriott Bonvoy points. Now, Marriott Bonvoy points are worth about 0.8 cents per point when redeemed towards, stays at Marriott hotels. And you can also redeem it at other stuff for like lesser amounts. It's best if you just redeem it towards stays at Marriott hotels. That's where you get the most value, with about 0.8 cents per point. Now, you get 95,000 points in the first year, and then you get an additional 15,000 in the second year, so a total of 110,000 if you can get all of it. And it looks like this. It looks like 65,000 points after you spend $3,000 in your first 3 months of owning the card, which 3,000, that's very manageable, I think, for everyone. If you just put your regular expenses, you should already get pretty close to this number, if not already surpass it. And then earn an additional 30,000 points after you spend the total of $20,000 on the card in the first year. And again, even that's a lot more achievable than some of the other numbers that we're looking at with the Platinum card and the Aeroplan card. That's definitely a lot more doable. I think most people spend at least not too far off of that, even if they spend less than that. So again, you can look at booking travel for a year in advance and stuff like that to help you get over that line. And then you also get another 15,000 points. Again, if your card is active and you make at least one purchase between the 15th and the 17th month of owning the card in the second year, basically. So that's a total of 110,000 points. Again, given that each point is worth about 0.8 cents, that's about $800, $900, maybe $850, $900, something along those lines, towards stays at Marriott hotels, which is pretty nice. Now, the card does have some really good features if you stay at Marriott hotels regularly. It does get you 1 free night each year, which, I mean, that right there is pretty awesome, right? Like if you, Marriott hotels are not super cheap either, right? So if you're staying at a Marriott hotel, that's probably like what, $300 a night or more, or in some cases a lot more than that. So even that one night that you get is big, but you might say, oh wait, the Aeroplan card was also offering like some free nights. If you get like 3, you get the 4th night free. Well, the difference is this card only costs $120. So if you get this card for $120, if you just get that one night free, you already paid for this card and more, right? So if you only pay, if you get this card, don't use it for anything, just stay at Marriott once, let's say for 2 nights, and you get one of the nights for free, you already paid for this card and more, and you profited quite a bit. So in that sense, it's a very good card because it's so cheap, and even that one feature is enough to put you in profit if you just use that. And again, this is assuming that you're the type of person that would stay at a Marriott hotel anyways. If you go out of your way to get a Marriott hotel booking, then obviously you might be paying out of pocket more to get that booking than you would have otherwise. But if you do stay at Marriott hotels anyways, it's just a no-brainer, right? As far as the points you get, it's not the worst in the world. You get 5 Marriott points per dollar spent on Marriott purchases. Again, remember, it's 0.8 cents, so that's about 4 cents that you're getting per dollar spent. And you get 2 points per dollar spent on everything else. Again, keeping in mind that it's 0.8 cents per point. That's about 1.6 cents that you get, about 1.6% value back that you're getting per dollar spent. So it's not great, but it's not bad either. It's whatever. Again, the only reason you get the card is for this, and also you get some elite night credits, which help you, like if you want to get a specific status within Marriott. I think you need 25 nights to get gold. They get you silver status already if you just have this card, and if you get 25 nights, I believe that gets you gold, so 10 more nights and you're already at gold. And again, that can help you get specific features like free breakfast or specific resort credit, or maybe even free upgrades in some situations. So for stuff like that, it's a very good card to take a look at. And of course, right now, the sign-up bonus is absolutely insane, right? It's super high, especially for a card that only costs you $120. Even if you get, even if you come close to getting that about $850, $900 value that you can get here, for a $120 a year card, that's amazing. That's like, what, 6-7 years of owning the card that you get right away? I mean, it's just incredible. So very, very good sign-up bonus for this one. And for some people, I know this card is going to be amazing. Next up, we have the Amex Gold card. Now, the Gold card has a lot of fans. I'm not exactly one of them, but I have come around to see why people like the card so much. I've seen a lot of people explain it in the comments to me, and I kind of get it. I mean, the card does get you some airport lounge access, so if you don't want to splurge and get the platinum card, but you still want some airport lounges, the card gets you Plaza Premium Lounge access, I believe like 4 or 6 times a year or something along those lines. We can take a closer look at it. And also it gets you a little bit of a travel credit, so you get some of that $250 annual fee back in the form of this $100 annual travel credit. So really out of pocket, you're paying about $150, right? If you get that credit every year. What do you get for the sign-up bonus? You get 90,000 points if you spend $1,000 on your card each month in the first 12 months of owning the card. So that's 5,000 points per month, right? So that's very achievable, right? Like I think a lot of people spend, again, very close to that, if not more than that, every month on their expenses anyways. So just put those expenses on this card and you should be able to get it. Now, if you're way far off of that, then maybe this card is not for you. But if you already spent at least close to that, then again, that's so many points. It's 60,000 points that you can get. And again, that's not even counting how many points you get from the money that you're spending. And of course, also you get an additional 30,000 points if you spend at least $20,000 on the card in the first year. Again, if you're just doing this, you're already at 12,000. So 1 or 2 travel bookings for the next year and you're already over 20,000. Just simple as that. So another 30,000 points you can get. That's 90,000. And again, as long as you have the card open in the second year and you use it at least once between the 15th and 17th months, you get an additional 20,000. So that's in a total of 110,000 points. Again, if you just redeem it towards statement credits, that's $1,100. If you redeem it towards travel, and when you redeem it towards travel, you can get a much higher rates. There are so many instances where you can get 2 cents per point. Some of the time, if you're shrewd enough and you follow some of the instructions that I've given in the video that I explained how you can get free travels with Amex points, you can sometimes even get 3 cents per point, sometimes 4 cents per point. Then you're all of a sudden looking at a huge amount, 2, 3, 4,000 potentially, just because you got the sign-up bonus for this card. And again, the card only costs $250 a year. And if you take into account that you get $100 back through travel credit, really it costs $150 a year. For $150 a year to get what is, again, minimum $1,100 if you just use it towards statement credits, but potentially a lot more than that. Again, 2,200, maybe 3,300. I mean, that's just incredible. These sign-up bonuses are amazing right now. And again, if you've been looking at these cards a little bit, but you're not been sure if you want to get one of them, now is the time to make a decision, I suppose. If you're ever gonna get them, now is the time. We got the business platinum card. This is the business card that I used to have, but again, I did cancel it because I have the platinum card now. Look at this: 170,000 points in the first year and 30,000 in the second year. You can get 110,000 points if you spend $15,000 in the first 3 months. Now, again, this is for your business, right? So you should know if your business spends this kind of money. If your business is spending at least $5,000 a month, that's what you need for the first 3 months. Then again, just put those expenses on the card and you're already there. You're already at 110,000 points. And again, remember, these points, if you redeem them correctly, you should be getting 2 cents per point at least. If in some cases, you might get even more. That's a huge amount of sign-up bonus that you're getting with this card immediately. And again, if you spend at least 90,000, this is a big number, don't get me wrong. But if you spend 90,000 on your card in the first 12 months, you get an additional 60,000 points. Now, of course, this is a big number. Not every business is spending this kind of money. But again, you should know if your business spends that kind of money. Even if it doesn't, but as long as you can just hit this one, you're already at 110,000 here and then another 30,000 in the second year within the 15th and 17th months of owning the card. You just need to make one purchase. That's already 140,000, even if you don't get this one. If you get that one as well, that's 200,000 points. 200,000 points, again, if you redeem it towards travel, and let's assume you just get the 2 cents per point, not even 3 or 4. That's already $4,000 towards travel. Amazing, right? Now, the business platinum card does cost, again, $800, similar to the personal platinum card. But again, you get a $200 annual fee towards travel that you get back. And in addition to that, you get some more statement credits. You get, for example, $10 a month towards your phone plan. So if you have a phone plan and you just put it on the business platinum card, $10 a month, that's $120 a year that you get back from your phone plan. You get $200 in statement credits every year with Dell. Again, if you just once in a while purchase, I don't know, a monitor or something, that's another $200. Like, let's say you purchase monitors or whatever other equipment you need for your business, you're getting that right back. If you use Indeed, and I know not everyone uses it, but some businesses do use Indeed for recruitment. Again, you can get up to $300 in statement credits with Indeed just because you own the card. I mean, that's a lot, right? You get $100 Nexus credit. So you can get a lot back from the fee that you're spending especially if your business uses these tools, even sporadically, right? So you can get a lot of the fee back. And on top of that, you have this amazing sign-up bonus. Now, as far as the points go, it doesn't get you a ton of points. It gets you 1.25 points on everything. But you have all the access to all the airport lounges, same as the regular platinum card or the personal platinum card, I should say. You also get all the same travel coverages and all of that. And you also have a huge mobile device insurance. With the business platinum card, you get mobile device insurance up to $1,500 per insured person. And again, that's higher than most cards. Most cards only give you $1,000 of insurance on mobile device insurance, but the business platinum card gets you $1,500. So just overall, again, very good card. Of course, not for everyone. Of course, not for every business. But if your business is putting up those kinds of numbers, then this card can give you a huge sign-up bonus. It's just incredible. 200,000 is, I've never seen any card offer 200,000 points that are this valuable, right? So again, some points are less valuable. Some points are worth about 0.6 cents per point. Some points are, again, like the Marriott points are worth about 0.8 cents per point. Points that are this valuable as the Amex, again, potentially 2 cents, maybe even more per point. 200,000 just for the sign-up bonus. That's crazy. Over here, we have the Amex Aeroplan Business Reserve card. Again, not the biggest fan of the card. Very similar to the regular version. $600, 3 points on Air Canada, 2 points on hotels, 1.25 on everything else. And again, some similar features like the 4th free night. Very, very similar to the regular version. But again, look at these sign-up bonuses. 110,000 Aeroplan points and 30,000 Aeroplan points in the second year. And again, Aeroplan points, if you redeem them correctly, you can get up to 2 cents per point of value when you're redeeming travel. Again, make sure it's like travel that you're booking way in advance. Particularly if you book it in off season, you should be able to find better deals. So you could, if you're shrewd enough, you should be able to get 2 cents of value of each point. That's 140,000. That's up to $2,800 of value that you can get, just the sign-up bonus for a card that costs $600. I mean, it's pretty awesome. 65,000 points if you spend 10,500 in the first 3 months. Why not just keep that 10,000, by the way? You could have just kept it a nice round 10,000. Not sure why 10,500, but okay, sure. Again, you should know, this is a business card, right? So you should know what your business is putting up. If you are putting up this kind of number, and it's less than the Platinum Card. Platinum Card was 15,000. If you're putting up 3,500 a month, you should be able to get that. And an additional 45,000 points if you spend a total of 75,000 on your card in the first year. But again, even if you can't qualify for that, that's 65,000 plus 30,000, 95,000 points, which again is up to $1,900 in value. Just awesome stuff. Next up, we have the Amex Business Gold Rewards Card. This one is not actually so similar to the regular gold card. It doesn't have the airport lounge access. It doesn't have the travel credit. And it costs $200 instead of $250. So it's a little bit different. But you do get some similar features to the Business Platinum Card, where you have a longer interest-free period. And you also get 1 point on everything that you buy. And every quarter that you spend 20,000 or more, you get 10,000 points. Now, this is not amazing, because if you spend 20,000 and you get 10,000, that's like what, 0.5 points per dollar spent. That's like, if you spend exactly 20,000, you get 1.5 points per dollar spent on everything. So it's not like crazy amounts, but it's something. But you do get the $100 in statement credits with Dell every year. So again, but it is $250 statement credits every 6 months. It's not just the straight $100. But again, if you once in a while buy, I don't know, like a keyboard or something, that could be worth it if that is something that your business needs. And you have the quarterly bonus. So again, I don't love this card. I know some people like it. I don't particularly love it, but again, let's just look at the sign-up bonus, right? If you, for some reason, want to get this card, $200 a year, but you get 80,000 points in the first year. That's 40,000 if you spend $7,500 in your card in the first three months. Again, a lot more achievable. That's $2,500 a month. And 40,000 points if you spend 30,000 in the first year. And again, I think for a lot of businesses, this is probably very reasonable, right? I think a lot of businesses spend this kind of money in the first year. So that's 40, that's 80,000 points. And you get an additional 20,000 in the second year, as long as the card is active and you make at least one purchase between the 15th and 17th months. And last but not least, we have the Marriott Bonvoy business card. And this card, again, costs very similar to the regular version, $150 a year, very affordable. Very similar points, so you get 5 points per dollar spent. Again, given that it's 0.8 cents per point, that's about 4% in value. 3 points per $1 card in purchases on gas, dining, and travel. So that's, again, given that it's 0.8 cents per point, that's about 2.4% value back that you get on gas, dining, and travel. And 2 points per dollar spent on everything else. So again, about 1.6% value back there. And you still get the same, receiving the 15 Elite Night credits, and you're still getting the one free night each year. So again, and you're also getting the Silver Marriott Bonvoy status. And again, you can upgrade it to Gold if you just spend 10 qualifying nights each year. So again, very similar to the regular version, slightly higher fee. Instead of 120, it's 150. But again, very good sign-up bonus. You're getting 115,000 points in the first year. You got 75,000 if you spend 6,000 on the card in the first 3 months. So this one is 2,000 per month. I think that's very reasonable for a lot of businesses. And again, similar to the gold card, you need to spend $30,000 in the first year to get 40,000 points. So 40 and 75, that's 115,000 in the first year, and 15,000 Marriott Bonvoy points in the second year if you make at least one purchase. I've said this like 10 times this video, but it is true if you make at least one purchase between the 15th and 17th months of owning the card. So again, altogether, that's 130,000 points. And again, given that this is Marriott Bonvoy points, not Amex points, that's about, what is that? Is that $1,100? I'm just trying to do quick maths here. Maybe slightly less than, or slightly higher than $1,100, maybe $1,150, something like that. That you could get for a card that costs $150. Again, absolutely amazing sign-up bonus. So those are all the sign-up bonuses being offered right now by Amex. As always, I will leave my referral links down in the description below, where if you use those links, you'd also be supporting the channel in the meantime. And of course, you can go and check out the cards right away. And again, I always appreciate your support for supporting the channel and helping us keep things going on here. But with all that said, let me know which of these looks like the best deal to you. Do you have any of these cards? What your experience has been with them? Again, I personally have the Platinum card. I used to have the Business Platinum card. And alongside my Platinum card, I have the Cobalt and the Simply Cash Preferred, which are not here. They're not getting a bumper bonus, which is a shame. But hey, never say never. Maybe the next big marketing campaign will be with the Cobalt, and we'll definitely cover it. But as is right now, these are the cards that are getting a huge bumper bonus. Make sure to take advantage while these offers last. If you're at all interested in any of these cards, now is the time to get them, right? Before these go away. So do that. Again, let me know what you think about them. If you haven't done so already, make sure to smash the subscribe button down below and join the community. And also do me a favor and smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers.